What up? It is Sanni here, and just gonna be talking about a little bit of the anime that I watched throughout the past days. So, the first one I watched was well, not the first one, but the first one I remember is about the one about who's the alchemist and he has the philosopher's stone and whatnot, and that anime is getting to the point as to where I don't even want to watch it anymore because it's too typical, and I see where it's going. I mean, they're gonna put it as all the women are overpowered and the guy is just there, even though he's the main character. I mean, he needs to have some type of power, but at this point, he has nothing whatsoever. He just relies on everybody else's power, political power, or even physical power. So I'm like, what is the need for him to be there? I understand that he wants all his friends to be together as it was kids, but I mean, at this point, he's like the most useless character. He's like the freaking Sakura of them. So I'm like, whatever. But I did freaking see Baki. Well, I didn't see Baki, but I seen that it came out today. So I'm gonna be watching that. And Baki, I have to say I love that anime because it's a martial arts anime, and I really like martial arts anime. And I would say it's a lot of blood, but I mean, if you can't really take blood from anime, then you really can't take blood from anything. I mean, it's fake. It's not like it's a TV show or anything, or like a human TV show. But I can't wait to watch that. I can't remember what happened in the last episode. It just usually goes by oh so fast. But I'm gonna watch it after this, and then I'll probably play some Black Ops anyways. But then I seen the sumo wrestler anime, which I have to say I like, even though I already know where it's going. At first, it would be the main character. He was gonna become like the top, and so you can become a pro because apparently, if you get like the top, you can skip the height requirement that you need to become a pro sumo wrestler. And he was gonna do that at first, but now he's saying he wants the whole team to become like united as one, so they can be the greatest team in Japan, as opposed to him just being like the greatest in Japan, which I guess I can understand, but I don't know like how's it gonna play out for him becoming like a pro, unless even if the team is good, as long as they keep winning, it doesn't matter who gets it or becomes a pro, whatever like that. But I'm gonna continue to watch that because it really intrigues me. The other thing was Index, which I don't know. It's like a hit and miss right now because I love Index season 1 and 2. Now season 3, I swear it just feels like I'm missing something. There's got to be like a movie or an OVA that came out to explain all this stuff, because the way this one started, it just makes no sense to me. I mean, I might have to watch season 2 again, but I rewatched season 1 already, and I vaguely remember season 2. So I don't really think I'm missing out on too much, but I might be. But it just seems like there's like a huge gap that I'm missing from season 2 to season 3, which I really don't know what that gap is. But I guess I can always rewatch the episodes to figure out. Another anime that's out that I'm not gonna watch is Fairy Tail, and this is supposed to be the last season. I used to watch Fairy Tail a lot. Like when it first came out, I was like one of those people that, oh yeah, it comes out Tuesday, blah blah blah, I'm gonna watch it. And I watched the first one, and it was good. Then I seen the second one, which is the Fairy Tale. I think believe it was like Fairy Tale 2014 or 2015, something like that. And I got to maybe I think like the first 20 episodes in, or somewhere around that area, and I seen that it was just pretty much doing the cycle that it always does. It's always revolving around Lucy, either her getting kidnapped or transported or somewhere, and they always gotta save her, which turns out to be like the main story. Which I was like, I just got tired of it. Like, I understand that she's supposed to be like one of the main side characters or whatnot, but the way they went around that is just stupid. So I was like, I'm not even gonna watch the last one because obviously I didn't finish the second one, so there's no point of me watching the last one. So I'm probably gonna skip that. And I already know what happens at the end because of the manga. And well, I wanted to see like the ending, like the same with Bleach. I wanted to see the ending, so I decided to see like the last ending of the manga, and I was like, okay, so that's how it ends. Well, I'm glad I freaking skipped all of that because it was stupid anyways on my part. That's like if I see an anime that I already know that it's just going downhill in my book, I'm just gonna like skip all of it and just read the manga, well, the last one, to see everything that actually turned out, and I could pretty much get the gist of it from there. But the only other one I was watching Attack on Titans, okay, and I have to say I do like Attack on Titans, but season three is like kind of putting me to sleep, and like the anime is not supposed to put you to sleep. It's supposed to keep you like hyped up and all of this, but like I had to take a break from it because it was legit putting me to sleep. Like I would watch it and then I would just like wake up and it'd be done. I'm like, well, I gotta rewatch this again. So I'm like, I gotta take a break from this. I gotta be like more enthusiastic about watching the anime because it's kind of like boring and I don't know how to freaking change that other than like just prepare myself, like get a bunch of coffee or something and just like don't sleep so I can watch and finish it. Because I'm pretty sure it's close to coming to an end on season three, I believe. I mean, I still see some episodes come out, so obviously it's got to be like that. And then Black Clover is one of the animes that I'm hyped for as a and not as opposed, but also Boku no Hero, even though Boku no Hero is on a break, but Black Clover is not on a break. And I like how in Black Clover, Asta's like, I mean, he can't use his arms, and they're trying to, like, the whole freaking team is trying to figure out how a way they can heal his arms so he can use them because obviously he has to use a sword to use arms. He can't use his mouth the whole time like he did in a couple previous episodes, so it can show, like how strong he's become. But I'm kind of curious as to who is going to heal his arms because obviously he has no magic whatsoever. So I don't think magic can actually heal him if he has no magic. And the only way I can see is the curse getting removed, which I still don't understand because if it's a curse, that's a form of magic. If it's a form of magic, why can't he use his own sword to remove the curse? It's like, wouldn't that just be like, bam, done? I'm not cursed anymore, unless curses does not fall under magic, which I don't understand. Like it's supposed to be a type of magic, but we'll see how that plays out because I'm not going to read the manga for that because I want to be surprised for that. The only times I read the manga is if I don't like the anime and I want to see how it ends, or if I love the anime and I can't wait. Or yeah, I love the anime and I can't wait for the next episodes to keep coming out. So I just decided to read it. There's only been a couple of times I actually did that. Once was Shokugeki no Soma. Like I fell in love with that so much. It actually made me want to cook, even though I can't cook well, but I can cook enough. And I had to start reading it because obviously the episodes was coming out too slow for my taste. So I was like, all right, I got to start reading. And that's usually a surprise because I didn't even read Naruto, and that is like my favorite anime of all time. I decided to wait, and anything that revolved like a spoiler to Naruto, I'll be like, oh, I didn't see it. So I was able like to stay away because I wasn't on Reddit or anything like that. I just pretty much watch the anime, don't look at the comments about the anime, and just that's it. So if there was anything that revolved around that, I was like always surprised when the episode came out, and I was like, all right, next week, I wonder what's gonna happen, and bam, I was surprised again. So that's what I loved about that. But the couple animes I do gotta watch would be probably like Neon Genesis, which it has a lot of parts to that, and that is one of my top favorite animes. That one, Eureka 7 and Naruto, I believe, are like my top just because of the female characters I like in there, which is Rei, Hinata, and Eureka. I mean, I also like Zero 2, but I didn't finish the remaining episodes of that anime because I feel like after they defeated the so-called parrots or whatnot, or papas or whatever you want to call them. Like, it just, like, that should have been the end. Like, why was there even more after that? I understand, like, the invaders was trying to invade Earth, and the people that they was actually killing was the people that's trying to protect the Earth. But I still don't understand, like, why did it keep going? Why couldn't it just end there? That would have been like a nice love story, but then it just kept going and going. And I believe I seen something that ruined it for me, but I'm like, I'll rewatch it just to rewatch it and finally get like the ending of that, just to play. Okay, I finished it, and it's like on the checkbox of the done. So I'm good with that. But I would say that's all for the anime that I can think of right now. I'm pretty sure there's some anime that I skipped or can't think of right now, but I mean, it's always gonna come up again. It doesn't really matter. I mean, every week it's pretty much the same anime, and it's just gonna be a new episode that came out for the anime, and I just pretty much recapping of what I think about that episode and whatnot. But that is all I'm gonna say on the anime part, and then after this I'm gonna try to play some Black Ops. I really should play that blackout mode. I mean, I watched streams of people play the blackout mode, but I'm just so scared to play the blackout mode, even though I've been playing a lot of multiplayer, so I think I would do fairly decent in the blackout mode, but I don't think I would do like get a first place. I just don't have that much confidence in myself in that, because I mean, granted, I can get about first place in multiplayer, depends on the type of mode that I'm playing, and that's what the guns that I have in my loadout. But in the freaking blackout mode, you pretty much have to find the guns, and if you find a gun that you're not used to using, which I've pretty much only used the ICR and the, I believe it's the AK and maybe the sniper rifle, which is the Paladin, and the rocket launcher. I love the rocket launcher. It's just so fun to use it. But if it's not any of those guns, I'm not going to be used to playing it, and I really do not understand the shotguns in the game at that. So I gotta get used to playing all the guns before I feel like I want to move out to the blackout, even though that's kind of like dumb, because in blackout they have all the guns already, so you can test them out. It doesn't really matter about your kill death rate, I believe. I don't know for sure. I just want to be prepared to play that mode, even though as the days go by I'm not getting any skill wise towards that. I mean, I've played battle royale, so I know like what to expect in a battle royale, and I've seen the like streams of other people playing it, so I can understand like some of it, but I still have to get that first-hand experience myself of that mode. And I just hope I don't lag. I might wait till I get better internet for that mode. I mean, my internet's not crappy, but I usually have to stream at night to make sure there's nobody on the internet, so it doesn't lag or anything for me, because that is just terrible when you're like in a game, because I play multiplayer, and when I lag and then bam, I die. So if I freaking play blackout mode and I lagged and someone killed me, that would just make me mad. I'm just done. I'm just gonna be done if something like that happens. But I am gonna be playing that after I watch Baki, because I believe that is the only other thing that I've seen that came out today. I did skip a bunch of other anime where I'm just gonna like skip maybe 2 or 3 episodes and then go back, so I can just watch it like that. But that's all I have to say about those two topics. I do want to do unboxing again, as I said in like a couple of previous videos. As far as I know, it's probably either going to be back to the Aki bento bots of that one, the anime loot, the loot crate. What's another one? I do like I think it was called the loot bots. That's the one that was from China, which gave you like a big old treasure chest box, which was freaking awesome. But out of all of that, I think I'm gonna go with the candy one first. I can't remember the name for that one. If that one is still available, I don't know. And if it is, I'm gonna go with that one just to try out some Japanese candy, because granted I can buy the candy from stores out here, but I want to see what they put. And some of the candy is like anime based, so I wouldn't be able to buy that unless I was in Japan, because the stores out here, like the Daisos and all of that, they just have like the typical candy. It's not too much of like the anime based candy, because there's not too much of a how do you say it? It's not too much of demand for it. as opposed to it is in Japan. So I might have to do something like that and see how that works out. Because if it's candy, I don't have to give it away. But if it's like the normal boxes, I was just planning on probably like giving stuff away or whatnot. Because I just ran out of room for all my other stuff until I actually like get enough room for all of that. So I'm gonna have to decide on the boxes right then and there. So that is gonna be all for this video. This is Sanni saying sayonara.